They come out here in the eye. Taylor with a give to McCoy. Muscles him off. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Taylor escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he goes out right around the 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy taking it in. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. In the backfield is Anderson, and he'll get it up the middle. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. It's Aaron Williams on the stop.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now it's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll check this one down to McCoy. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyrod Taylor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Handoff comes to Anderson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But the strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
They set up the screen to Booker, and he's got room. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Flush to his right. And able to find Green. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. On the right side, caught by Green. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He was looking for Jordan Norwood that time. And it's 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now Lynch looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come up in an offset eye. They give to McCoy. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down following the run.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Here's McCoy. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. They got him in. It's Woods. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Ware with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. What? Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. There we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And yes, that is something Von Miller does very well. 13.5 sacks last year, 2nd in the league, and was right in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Again.
And
if he plays full seasons or nearly full seasons, he'll be in that running for the rest of his career. I love his ability to bend coming around the corner, and sometimes we don't talk about that enough. His ability to have the best leverage, get lower than the offensive tackle, yet still running at full speed and wrapping his way around the corner and getting to the quarterback.
And he knocks it through. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Bills. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 8 yards to go here on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Taylor hits his target, Hunter, and he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Taylor, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Carpenter knocks it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into
a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll try to run it in with Gillisley. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On second down, Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Corey Graham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to...
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. The 40, the 20, 10, 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 82 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On second down, Lynch. And his pass, incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's third down. To throw is Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Zach Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Still just a third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Lynch. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
They know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered. A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's the option going right. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there. I don't know if that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them in their game.
Now it's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He's going to go up top again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check! Patriot!
In the backfield is Anderson. Lynch to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all, but the teammates.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll see if they can pick it up here with a fullback Felton. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Given 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Again, it's McCoy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Here's Taylor. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 51 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them?
Looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Denver getting set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. And quickly they get to the line. Now Taylor eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to get it into Watkins. Third down here.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted...
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
All right, now, look at 56.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.